gentlemen, welcome back to Wiscasset Speedway with today's Spotlight interviews brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts with 30 Napa locations across the state of Maine. We got Connor Wenders in the number 4 late model here. Connor, you just topped the speed charts in that last practice. We haven't seen you finish in the top 3 this season, so could tonight be your night?
Hopefully, we'll see.
Pretty stout field, pushing 25 cars tonight, and you just were fastest in that last practice. How's she feeling?
Feels pretty good right now, but who knows what it's going to do when it cools off.
What's the secrets for that second round of practice there?
Just got everything figured out, so it was actually right.
You've still been ironing things out this season?
Yeah, we've just had a lot of up and down luck. It's just been a bit rough.
Tell me about a little bit of it. I mean, you've kept the car pretty clean. You haven't been involved in some serious wrecks.
Yeah, we've just had, like, the race right after the Coastal, we got a flat tire, and Coastal we had suspension parts come apart, and it's just been up and down.
All right, so hoping everything goes smooth tonight, and hope you think the heat's gonna keep everybody clean and low on the cautions, or you think it might be the opposite?
Depends on how everybody's feeling, if they're antsy or not.
Are you feeling antsy?
Not really. Just go with what it gives me.
Yeah, that's the kind of drivers I like to see. You know, when it's not your night, it's not your night. Just kind of don't want to ruin anybody else's day for you to advance 1 or 2 spots. You know.
Yep. Just keep everything in one piece.
All right, Connor Wenders in the number 4. Good luck tonight, my man.
Thank you.
All right, I got Frankie Moulton. For the last few late model races, we've seen you lead pretty much the majority of the first half. And then it just seems like you use up your stuff. You try to get like a half a track lead. You've been able to do that. You've proven that you're fast, but I think you got to be a little bit more patient, my man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like 2 weeks ago, I think we were still pretty good. We just got started on the outside the last time, but the time before that, I think the car wasn't very good. It just looked like it was good because we got a big lead, but hopefully we can get him tonight.
I didn't mean to insult you by any means. And yeah, we did have a lot of late race restarts. That seems to be the culprit. You know, people are pretty patient, and then they get antsy at the end of it there, and we have a bunch of restarts. And like I said, you extend that lead to almost half a track, and then it gets washed down to nothing for the restarts. What's it going to take to improve the restarts, I guess?
If it would have been a regular 40-lapper, I think we would have won it. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a 50. Yeah. We had 10 laps of overtime.
Yeah, and I led 42, so. Yeah, I don't know. The restarts, Will kind of got us on the second one. First one we were all right, and then just the outside wasn't very good. When it's hot down here, the outside doesn't seem to be that good. But we'll just try to be better, I guess.
And it's definitely a hot one today.
Yeah.
Does it feel a little greasy?
Yeah, we'll stay on the inside the whole time. Yeah.
All right, good luck, Frankie Moulton.
Thank you.
All right, real quick, I snagged Brett Osman. He's in the 05 late model tonight. We're used to seeing you in a Super Street, Brett. What made you finally get the late model ready for tonight?
Me and my dad been wanting to do it for a while, and Logan and Larry Melcher had a really good deal, and we just couldn't pass it up. All we needed was motor, and we had that, so we put it together. And that's what I'm going to race next year for sure, and I just wanted to get out here.
So when did you make the purchase from the Melchers?
I think like 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and me, my dad, and Steve Ward, we've been putting it together, and finally got it done this week for this race.
Well, in that last practice, you were 5th fastest. I know that doesn't totally mean you're the 5th fastest car out there, but that's going to make you feel pretty confident on your first night out.
Yeah, it's a lot better than I was expecting. I just wanted to, be within a half second of the leaders, and we're pretty close in time, so I think we might be able to do something.
All right, Brett Osman, everybody. Once again, he's going to be doing double duty. Super Streets on Group 1 and late models now with Group 2. Have fun out there, Brett.
Thank you.
Dan Trask on the money for this one, as well as Alex Waltz follows up the inside. Easonsee gets shuffled back to 3rd, and looks like he might find an opening to get to the bottom right there. Pat Murphy sideways going into 1. A nice save for the 86 car, but he'll lose a lot of spots out of that one. Jonathan Emerson puts the 24 up to 4th in a hurry.
And James Barker in the 17 will round out your top 5. Coming around for 3 laps in the books, it's Cowboy Dan Trask. Alex Waltz holding on to second. Ryan Easonsee might have had a slow restart for this one, but he's hanging close onto that second place car. Jonathan Emerson making a run to the outside of Easonsee to try to crack the top 3. They're door handle to door handle coming to the halfway. Emerson gets a good run for third that time around the high side. Going into 3, he's got a nose advantage on Easonsee for third. And Emerson is going to just about clear Easonsee for third now, coming around for 3 laps left. Can Cowboy Dan Trask pick up the first heat race win for Diane Motorsports? That would be a pretty big accomplishment for car owner Mark Dodge in the 73 car, as they've had issues all season long to get that 73 car running consistently. Contact for second as Emerson muscles his way underneath Waltz, coming to the checker flag. And again, your pole sitter, Scott Hall, is our kids' bike sponsor this evening. We thank him for his support. We're going green with our second heat of late models tonight. Scott Hall clears Brent Roy for the top spot. And here comes Frankie Moulton in the 15 up through the bottom. Brent Roy puts the bumper to Frankie Moulton in the corner that time. Moulton hangs on to it, and Brent Roy files in single file for third. Fastest in the last round of practice goes to the number 4, Connor Wenners, sitting 4th. And now he's going to peek to the outside of Brent Roy. Brent Roy washes up in the corner there just as Connor Wenners was looking to the outside. Roy running in the middle of the track a little bit, so now Connor Wenners switches to the inside. Nice, clean racing for third. Wenners is going to take over the third spot. Here comes Chris Burgess to try to keep that door open underneath Brent Roy. Up front, it is still your pole sitter, Scott Hall, and Frankie Moulton unable to surmount a challenge as of yet. 4 laps to go. And I believe this could be Scott Hall's first heat race win. This would be one of the most impressive performances we've seen out of the 10 late model this season. Scott Hall sees the 2 lap to go marker. Connor Wenners, the fastest car on the track right now, sitting in third, and he's reeling in Frankie Moulton. Probably going to run out of time, though. White flag in hand. Looks like Scott Hall might pick this one up. Frankie Moulton and Connor Wenners making up your top 3. Checkered flag waves for the 10. A lot of guys just shaking things out as Osmond, Will Collins, and Ryan St. Clair opting for the rear. It's Jet Decker quickly pulling away. He's got a 5-car length cushion now on DC Alexander in the 30. Darren Ripley, that is, wasting no time to put the 09 up to 3rd. We have seen Ryan Ripley piloting the 09 earlier this season, but for the last 2 weeks, it's been Darren Ripley, and he gets to the inside of DC Alexander now for 2nd. Darren Ripley takes over 2nd. Here comes Josh St. Clair following suit up the bottom. Alexander looking to get to the bottom, but Daniel Harding, the nice guy, checks up and lets him have it. And Brett Osmond poses a threat now to the outside of Harding for the top 5. Smooth sailing for the 01 rookie Jet Decker, coming around for 4 laps to go as the battle is for 2nd. Darren Ripley and Josh St. Clair going at it. Things are getting a little vicious back there outside the top 3. Daniel Harding puts the bumper to DC Alexander, and he takes over 4th. Brett Osmond with issues heads pit side. And they are picking off like flies in the 3rd and final late model heat race. 2 laps to go for Jet Decker now. St. Clair looks to take 2nd away from Darren Ripley. Ripley's not going to let him have it easy, though. St. Clair washes up high through 1 and 2, and Ripley brings it up alongside wheel to wheel once again. White flag waves for Jet Decker, and we've got a dead even heat for 2nd place. Heat number 3 is going to go to the rookie, Jet Decker. My, that race for 2nd really heated up in the late running, and it went to Darren Ripley by inches for 2nd place.
Ready to take the turn in, and here we go, late models. Even up out of turn 2. We got cars stacking up already. We got ourselves a parking lot in turn number 2. Let's get this done. Here we go. Well, they made it down to turn 3. Let's see how they do from here. Still side by side, Trask and Emerson. Some contact back in the field, and we got cars scrambling again.
We're going green.
Frank Moulton brings the horde around onto the top front side of the racetrack. The 47, Chris Burgess, into the 2nd position. Brett Osmond in his late model debut, he has raced his way into 3rd. Osmond started back at the tail end of the field as well and has managed to stay out of most of the trouble. That is Logan Melcher's old late model. Now Josh St. Clair is up in the top 3. Some of the cream starting to rise to the top. Jet Decker coming up into the top 5. Decker in the 01 on the inside of Osmond. Frank Moulton, Chris Burgess 1 and 2. Then comes Josh St. Clair, the reigning champion and point leader. Three-car battle for 4th and 5th and 6th. Decker on the inside, Osmond on the outside, Ryan St. Clair in the mix. Dave St. Clair goes for a spin on the front stretch. No movement yet out of the 14, trying to get it fired up. We'll go caution once again. Moulton and Burgess ready to go at it this time. Green flag is out. Oh, hood's up on the number 86. We'll see if Murphy can get that car all the way down pit road. Tough break for him, able to keep it out of the wall. Moulton's got some pressure now as Josh St. Clair pulls up to the outside to race him for the lead. Here we come to halfway, 20 down, 20 to go. Ryan St. Clair is in the mix now. Big brother on the outside, little brother on the inside, all chasing Frank Moulton. St. Clair brothers, 2nd and 3rd. Josh grazed the backstretch wall, cuts down a tire perhaps. He is off the pace. Oh, I just had to catch his breath. He finds himself on the outside of Will Collins. He hit the wall pretty hard, gives over 2nd to Ryan, and here comes Jet Decker into 3rd. Ryan St. Clair now jumps up to the outside of Moulton. Been a long time since Ryan St. Clair has won a race here. Ryan had a late model win 2 years ago in a shortened 2020 season, and he drives around Moulton and into the lead. From 24th position into the lead on lap 25, or 26 that is. There goes Brent Roy, he'll drop out early. Connor Winters heads down pit road. He'll drop out early.
Laps to go for Ryan St. Clair.
He is driving away. We've only seen him on a handful of occasions this season as he made his debut at the Coastal 200. And then he has picked and choosed a couple of weekly programs here and there.
Now you see the 15 at the top of the scoring pylon. That's because they're having transponder difficulties again on the 51 of Ryan St. Clair. It was working when he came onto the track. So by rule, they're going to continue to hand score the 51. So he is your race leader. Moulton is second. Decker is third. Burgess still holding on to a top 5 spot. He runs in the 4th position. And the number 05, Brett Osmond, in his debut, holding down 5th. 5 laps to go on the 51 of Ryan St. Clair. Working his way around the 49 of Ryan Easonsey. We got a car up against the wall up in turn 3. Pace car in, Ryan St. Clair and Frank Moulton. Here we go. They'll get the signal for 2 laps to go next time by the flag stand. St. Clair back in charge. Moulton settles into second. White flag ready to fly as they come onto the front stretch. 3/8 of a mile to go. Final time out of turn 4, checkered flag, ready to fly. Ryan St. Clair gets the win.
Well, a wild late model race for sure. But it's finally over. Ryan St. Clair. Ryan, the past 2 weeks, your brother went from 21st to win it. Last week, Bo Collins went from 23rd to win it. You went from 24th to pick up this win tonight, my man.
Yeah, it was a long ride, but man, we had a fast car and it was eating all day.
And then your brother brought out that caution with 3 to go. Were you a little scared of Frankie on that restart?
I was, but I knew I had a good car, so I knew if he was going to beat me, he was going to have to beat me on the outside. So I'm more than willing to lose that one.
All right, nice first win of the season. Happy to see you here in Victory Lane. Who do you got to thank, Ryan?
I got to thank my brother, my dad, Dave's World, John Dean and Son, all my sponsors, my mother, everybody that helps me in the car. My wife let me work on it. It was awesome. Everybody that comes and watches. It's fun.
All right, awesome job, Ryan. Finally happy to see the 15 of Frankie Bolton in Victory Lane up to second tonight. Nice run. Did you think you might have one more chance there with 3 to go?
Yeah, I felt like after he passed me, he didn't pull away, so I thought he was going to have a chance. But after 1 lap, I knew that wasn't the case.
Well, it's nice to see you here in Victory Lane for the first time this season. Frank, who do you got there?
Survey and the hair room. My mom and dad, my sister, my wife Susie, and my kids. We have people up in Florida for survey today, so it's a really good day to be in Victory Lane.
Yeah, certainly. Impressive sponsors. Nice run, Frank. All right, Jet Decker, you haven't disappointed all season. Another top 3 for you. And Yeah, that three-door restart. Did you think you might be able to sneak up in the mix there?
I did until I got to turn one and the car went straight.
What happened?
It's really tight. Tried working the tires under caution, and I don't know if I didn't put enough heat in the fronts. But last 3 laps, Justin Carcos did a good job of telling me to keep it on the bottom. I got stopped it in the middle of 1-2 just to keep it on the bottom.
All right. Nice top three for you, Jet. Who do you got next?
Randy Tijago, Auto Performance, Land Lubbers, Home Repair Technology, and B&L Davenport Trucking.
All right. Nice run, Jet Decker, Frank Mullen, and Ryan St. Clair. Nice to see another St. Clair victory lane.